Today's episode, I've got two recipes for you. First, we're going to look at a breakfast, and then I'm going to show you how that breakfast can make a very easy snack. This is a great example of my take on smart cooking. A granola is a real quick, easy snack, or a very healthy breakfast is a good option. It's got the carbohydrates from the oats. You've got all of the unsaturated fats and protein from the seeds. So I'm going to roast these oats in the oven for about 20 minutes, and I'm going to stir them from time to time halfway through cooking just to make sure they get evenly coloured. Okay. An important temperature to remember is 160 degrees. So I've gone with 4 seeds here and some pine nut kernels. Seeds are great from a performance point of view, and they're also a very good source of protein. So I've got some chia seeds, some linseeds, some sunflower seeds, and some pumpkin seeds. So I've just mixed these together. I'm going to roast those for 5 minutes. So right here, I've got some dried cranberries. So I'm just going to roll a knife through these. I'm not going to chop them too fine. So these jumbo oats have had 20 minutes, and I've continually stirred them throughout the cooking process. The mixed seeds have had 10 minutes at 160 degrees, and again I've kept them stirring as well just so they colour evenly. Now I'm going to mix all of these together, and now I'm going to add, whilst everything is hot, some honey. It's really important you mix the honey through. You want it to coat all of the oats and coat all of the seeds, and it's easier to do this when everything is hot. Now up until this point, this dish is suitable for vegans. If any vegans wanted to give this a go, you could very easily opt for another sweetener. So I'm going to add my cranberries to this, and I'm going to keep this mixing still. I'm going to add this to the other dish, half and half, just so we can put it back in the oven so we get an even colour, because it's going to go back in the oven one last time for another 10 minutes. Okay, back in the oven. So now this has had an additional 10 minutes all mixed together, and I stirred it halfway through cooking, and it's starting to smell delicious. So after half an hour of cooking in total, those seeds have really released their flavour. You've got a real nutty aroma going on here. The oats are nice and crisp. The honey has been worked through all of this. And now this is ready to put together and to be left to cool. Once this is fully cold, you can keep it in an airtight container, and I would say kept in an ambient store, this would last easily a month. And this is my mixed seed and cranberry granola. I'm now going to show you a very quick and easy snack packed with protein and a great source of carbohydrate. So first things first, I'm going to start by taking this thick Greek yogurt, and I'm going to weigh out the ingredients. I'm now starting with some nut butter. I'm choosing to use peanut butter. Easily accessible. However, if you can, use a different flavour. This recipe does work with almost any flavour of nut butter. Now I'm using an industrial mixer. You could easily use a bowl and a whisk or a spatula just to combine this together. This doesn't need an industrial mixer. So I have got the thick Greek yogurt and the nut butter mixed together real nicely. This is a crunchy peanut butter I'm using. I've got 3 ramekins here. If you haven't got ramekins, you could easily use small bowls or small glasses. I'm going to put a tablespoon of the granola into the bottom of each ramekin. I'm then going to pipe the mixture on top of the tablespoon of granola, and then finish it with some additional granola on top of that. So and finishing with some fresh blueberries. I just want to show that good food, healthy food, doesn't necessarily need to be difficult. Organisation is important. The granola lasts so long, and I've just made the Greek yogurt very quickly with the peanut butter. So there you've got my mixed seed cranberry yogurt pots.